What's going on, Dragon? I want that energy. I want that energy to stay throughout the whole time. All right. If you guys don't know me, I am Sohiel Asgari. I'm so big now. I got my own name tag. If you guys don't know, my wife and I, we run a very small YouTube channel. We focus mainly on Ninja Turtle. Ninja Turtles has been here for 35 years. Yeah. Who in this room is older than Ninja Turtles? I get surprised, not surprised about that, but I get surprised when I see like a lot of the younger generation actually, and like I see a lot of children. They know all the turtles, they know all the names. Of course, like there's so many different Ninja Turtle series out there. What I'm going to do for like the next 30-40 minutes, I'm going to actually kind of give you this little time journey where we go from the beginning to like where the future will be for the actual turtles. So, 1984, May. There's two guys. They kind of met each other. They're like, hey, I like to draw stuff. You like to draw stuff? I like to draw stuff too. You like to write? Yeah, I like to write. And one person was like, oh, you know what? I drew this turtle with nunchucks. Well, it looks funny. We should make a comic about that. So they went and did that. They went to go like, okay, we're going to make a comic about that. They tried to sell it to people. No one wanted to buy it. Everyone was like, no, this looks dumb. It's gonna fail, like immediately. And so after just months of like no one picking up, they're like, let's just do it ourselves. It can't be that hard, can it? And then so they went and they created their own studio. They named their studio Mirage. Anyone knows why they named it Mirage?
Because they actually didn't have a studio.
They did not have it. Yes, they did not have a studio. Everything was being done in Peter Layard's basement, while his wife was making both them food. And so they went in. They made their first issue. They didn't think it was going to be too popular because obviously from all the rejection and everything. And so they went to sell it. It sold out. So they went to go make more printings. Those sold out. And then suddenly it became this cult phenomenon. People were like, whoa, you know about this Ninja Turtle thing? Whoa. And like, the comics were printed in black and white because they couldn't afford color. It was actually not printed in the correct paper because they didn't know what paper they needed to print. It wasn't even in the correct size. That's how much like research that they went into. And not only that, do you know that one turtle, his name is misspelled? His name was misspelled until 2003, I think. Anyone knows which turtle is that? Michelangelo. Because you're supposed to pronounce the name Michelangelo, but like a lot of Americans say Michelangelo, so they actually wrote. Okay, yeah, there's like Bebop's like, whoa, Bebop, Rocksteady. Thank you. So I was interrupted by Rocksteady and then responsibilities. But yeah. Going back into the comics, they went and like printed them themselves. They sold it themselves with overwhelming sales that they were not expecting, and so they eventually started like doing it. Well, they tried to do it monthly. Since they have no studio and it was themselves, things would come out like maybe 2 or 3 months later. It was like they kind of just did things like their own thing. So we're gonna fast forward over to around like 1986, and there was a toy company that came out, and they decided, hey, these things would be great to sell for kids for some reason, because the comics, like these turtles are actually like killing people and like chopping off heads. But they're like, no, this is a good toy seller. So they're like, hey, you think you can make these into toys? And they're like, sure. And they're like, well, how do you tell the turtles apart? Because there was no color, and every time they put color on the covers, they all had red headbands, and they're like, well, just look at the weapons. It's not that hard. And Playmates was like, whoa, nope. That is the moms and dads cannot tell the difference just because of weapons. They're not going to buy 4 of the same exact turtle. So they actually made them go and gave them different color headbands. Playmates take a step further. They actually put different color on their actual skins. That never made it into the original series, mainly because of animation that's cheaper just to do the headbands. And if we didn't actually do that, then we wouldn't have those great animation errors where like the turtles were wearing each other's headbands and with the different voices. But they went and did that, and of course, what sells toys? Cartoons. They sell toys. So they're like, hey, they made an animated series. Now, who was introduced to the Ninja Turtles by the animated series? Yeah. This is my morbid curiosity. Anyone actually knew about the comics before they knew about the cartoon series? Wow, you guys are amazing. I did not know. I was actually introduced from the cartoon, and this was a show that was meant to sell toys. So that means they got to introduce so many different kinds of mutants. They got to a point where they introduced their own, they didn't have to, they stopped using the people that Layard and Eastman created. They just went and created their own. They would like just make up mutants just so they can have an action figure of them. And guess what? It worked. There were toys of people that the show just did not have time to make for. So show exploded from there, and it became this culture phenomenon that if it did not explode, that you guys would not be standing here, I would not be standing here, and that's how like this whole this thing started. And of course, everyone coming in here saying fad. Everyone like loves to use that word. The original series started, I believe it started a year before The Simpsons started, when they went on Fox. They were the longest running animated series until Simpsons beat them after that, because the Simpsons stayed on and still on so the fad, once you get past 5 or 6 years, it's not fad anymore. I mean, now, anyone actually from the UK? I'm just being curious about this. No, I didn't think so. So the UK, they got the show because whatever Americans like, other countries like. They got the show, and then they got the title, and they're like, whoa, there's a word in there we don't like. It's a bad word. It's like the F word for here, and that's right, I'm going to say it. It's after 8:30. Fart! It's like that word. In children media, the UK did not want the word ninja in their thing because that's associated with assassins. And assassins are bad. So they are now heroes. So they're Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. And you know what? The editors didn't stop there. One turtle had a very dangerous weapon. So dangerous! Can you guess which turtle that is? It is definitely Michelangelo, with 2 sticks and a string! They had to edit out the nunchucks from the series. One of the big reasons why, Mikey had to lose his nunchucks, while Leo and Raph, they got to have their pointy and slashy weapons, was because out of all 4 weapons out of there, Mikey's is the one that's most dangerous for the user. And especially because if you guys never use nunchakus, I mean, you have to be really skilled, or else you will hurt yourself a lot. Back when I actually did karate, before I got this great dad bout right here. I actually did karate, and of course, I had to learn bow staff. I had to learn, they called it the bokenin, but that was a wooden sword. Had to learn the sai, and then I also wanted to learn the nunchakus. You guys can kind of guess why I chose those 4 weapons. All the 3 other weapons, they're really fun. I did the nunchakus, I probably did it for like a week. After blisters all over my hands because that other side of the stick is so heavy and I cannot control it at all. I was like, no, Michelangelo can have these. I'm not taking those over again. So that is why, Michelangelo, his weapon got edited. There you go. That's why his weapon got edited. And then when CBS, eventually the show got popular enough that CBS, a real network wanted the show. So they took the show and they made their own thing. And it was kind of weird because CBS had a season 4 and the syndication had a season 4, but their season 4s did not correlate with each other, and they both had a resolution to the season 3 finale. It was weird. So when CBS took over, it went from Michelangelo had his nunchucks edited to he had not had nunchucks at all. And a lot of people did not notice. So an entire CBS run, Michelangelo, his nunchucks became a grappling hook. And that was just so it could be friendly for international because they are a network. They want this kind of stuff. So we go through here. The Turtles are, by their 6th, 7th year, popularity is kind of waning. There's these other contenders going in there. Batman the Animated Series. X-Men the Animated Series. And then their ultimate enemy, Power Rangers, came in and just, all of a sudden, Power Rangers is now the awesome kid in the block, while Ninja Turtles, they're kind of that's for my little brother now. So Fred Wolf Productions, they only had one option. It was adapt or die. So they chose adapt, and this is what we got for the last. That's not what we got. So that lasted 3 seasons, and each season only had 8 episodes. So before I learned the term "jumping the shark," I used the term "the sky turns red" because the show completely changed, and I blamed the sky. The sky was all of a sudden the sky just red for no reason, and things like they went from goofy heroes to awkward teenagers where they were we're kind of a little more hardcore, but we still gotta break the 4th wall. We still gotta just do other things to kind of lighten the mood. And so it was nowhere in there you could tell where they wanted what they would So it really turned a lot of kids off. One of the things they did, Shredder and Krang, they gave them the boot. Even though Shredder's in the theme song, he's only in the theme song for one season. He's in the theme song for the rest of the show, but he's only in the series for that one season. Then they replaced him with a character named Lord Dreg. That name might sound familiar if you're a Power Rangers fan, just to let you know. I'm not saying they're trying to steal someone to kind of get some people back, but they stole someone to get some people back. Kids weren't liking it. They've already moved on. This darker tone was not working for the series, and so after that, the series was done. Again, Laird and Eastman was kind of all right, it's out of Fred Wolf's hands. It is really adapt or die. How do we keep our thing going? They already entered the comics. At this time, Image, they had their comics. Archie already ended their comics run, so it was really like, all right, what do we do? This is our cash cow, and we didn't make anything else. Well, they didn't make anything else that was successful. So, you know, if you can't beat them, you join them.
Oh no.
That series only lasted one season. 26 episodes! Too long! You would ask, like, you know, who wanted this series? You can blame me. So I was a fan of Power Rangers, you know, and they had this like Thanksgiving thing where they showed like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. And it was hosted by the Power Rangers, and I'm like, man, you know what would be awesome if the Power Rangers and the Ninja Turtles teamed up. I am sorry, America. I caused this. The Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles did team up. And then if you saw from the theme song, there was a fifth turtle, because there was a female turtle, because, you know, so the show was actually produced by Saban, who actually did Power Rangers. They decided to add a fifth turtle. Originally, the fifth turtle was going to be a male. His name was going to be Kirby, because Eastman and Layard had so many references to Jack Kirby, and they really respected the man. We just had this barren wasteland of no turtles going in. During this time, Eastman was ready to move on to like other things, and like he had his own company, Flame and Carrot. Layard was like, no, we can still keep turtles alive. We can still keep turtles alive. And so Eastman was like, all right, I'm gonna sell all my shares to you. It's all yours. Do what you want. So around 2001, Layard was in this mission to bring back turtles to the general public, you know, as God intended it should be. So, you know, Fox Kids was #1 of like, you know, the children programming, but there was a new contender. There was Kids WB, and they would accept anybody. And so he was like, I have an idea for you guys, Ninja Turtles, and then this is actually a animatic of his pitch. It's a little long, it's about like 2 minutes, so I'm going to take that time to drink some water. So Layard pitched that series to Kids WB. They did not want it. They're like, you know what? We got a phenomenon of our own. It's called Pokemon. We don't need this. And then like we have something else coming in. It's called Yu-Gi-Oh. We think the kids might like that one too. So they passed up on that one. And like, you know, but Layard did not give up. He was not like, it's not like, all right, Warner Brothers didn't accept it. So he actually went back to Fox. Back to, you know, even like the people who make Pokemon for kids, and he was like, I got a series for you. He kind of like toned it up a little bit, you know, not so comic booky like that. Things about Layard, especially during that time, he was notoriously, he wanted his turtles to be what he created, and he didn't like the fact that his creation was associated with pizza and fun-loving and everything. Was like, well, I didn't have all that. You know, that was those people made that. I made like these cool characters. So his big thing was like, okay, I'm making a show, no pizza. I don't want pizza. I don't want cowabunga. Like, and he wanted to make a show that was faithful to the comics. And so in 2003, what used to be Fox Kids is now Fox Box. And they made this great series. Yes. Turtles. Turtles counting on 1, 2, 3, 4. Turtles. Alright, that is actually one of my favorite series. If it was not for that series, I actually probably would not be standing here. From that series, that's actually when I found out there's a comic book. Because, I mean, I grew up knowing about the pizza and the movies and that, and so I totally didn't know that there was this dark edge about them. And I was like, whoa, and like, every time, like the first episode, like, Raphael was like, no cowabungas, and I was like, what else does this series have? But so from there, after I watched like probably like the first like 13-ish episodes, unfortunately I lived in the great state of Georgia where my Fox affiliate did not have Foxbox, so I had to wait for the DVDs to come in, and when the DVDs came in, they cost $9 or $10 and only had 3 episodes. Oh my god, and like only reason I haven't like chucked those episodes out is because the cool thing about it is the stem of the DVDs, they make like all 4 turn spaces, and it was awesome, and it's like great shelf thing. But like, it was like I had to go there and wait like every like 6 months. I'm like, oh man, come on, where's the next DVD? Where's the next DVD? And then like, oh, there you go, yeah, exactly. We got 3 episodes, come on! And then there's some that had 4, and I was like, oh my god, I hit it's still $10? Oh my god, don't, Sword, rate this up, don't. But yeah, so after a few DVDs, I was like, I really wanted to get into it. I really want to know, because like, especially at one point, like the series was like a lot like the movie, and I was like, I just wanted to see why it went that route, and like, so that's like when I found out about the comics, and it was very faithful to the comics. Now, if you guys don't know, the comics is only 62 issues, and each season was 26 episodes. So after 52 episodes, there's only so much you can pull from a dried well. So we get into season 3 and season 4, and that's like when you can start seeing Playmates kind of like shoehorn their stuff in there. All of a sudden, like for example, at the end of season 2, they had this Battle Nexus 4-part series, and they went and fought all these different people, and one of the people wanted to kill Leonardo and Splinter, and like the Playmates, like, they're like, hey, we have Battle Nexus Turtles, but like you didn't see Battle Nexus Turtles in the show. So season 3 or season 4, one of those seasons, they go back into Battle Nexus. All of a sudden, they're wearing the outfits that the toys had. And the same thing, like, we had a whole season of Mystic Turtles where they had like these cool like paint on there. Why did they have that? Because toys had that. But we did get some like cool like original characters. One of my favorite villains actually from that series that is both in the comics and the 2012 series is Bishop. Agent Bishop. Loved him. And I felt like the comics and the show the 2012 show did a great job of like doing their own version of him. So now, the series is kind of dark. I guess at one point, like Fox kind of came in and they kind of saw like, whoa, what's going on here? This is like pretty dark and a little too mature for our kid audiences. We can't have this. So, like, and they're like, well, we have this new plan. It's called, the turtles. They're gonna find out that there's another Shredder, and he's a dragon, and they're gonna get these mystic powers, and they're gonna do this, and then this, and then at one point, Garbage Man and Hun were going to be conjoined twins, and they're going to be separated. No! Then Tug's like, no! So they're like, nope. Okay. How many episodes? We did about like 8, and we have enough for another 26. Nope. You cut that to 13. We'll just air this in Australia, and we'll put it on Comcast on demand for only like 3 weeks, and then we just forget about it. But don't worry, we'll get back into it when we have nothing else to show. And you know what? We're gonna make this. We want this show to be more lighthearted. Let's put them in the future. Just 99 years in the future. And you know what? This dark sky we have here. No, No, make it blue. Make it nice. Make the turtles walk outside. They got like friends and everything. So I'll show you the opening intro.
It's Ninja time!
Me personally, I watch it. I'm still looking. I'm wondering where the rest of season 1 is going to be because it's already. I don't like their airing schedule because the episodes are only 11 minutes long because it's like they ordered the first season is 26 episodes, but instead of airing it as like 26 episodes, they're airing it like it's 52. Like so, like 1 week, like each week they'll only have like 11 minutes, and it's like it's weird. So like they're just like, and apparently that's like Nickelodeon's thing because they do that with SpongeBob and Loud House and whatever other cartoon series they have. But I will say, what the series has, their latest arc, because like first I was shocked that there's continuity, because it's a lot more comedic than it is action. It's not like 2003 or 2012, but the latest arc they're like discovering that they're Shredder, because we gotta bring Shredder in the series, and it's actually kind of cool how they're doing it, because they're like he's like a demon and he has these pieces, and like right now the bad guys are trying to find the pieces. The turtles, they have their own pieces, and like it's just like this race between them trying to build them, and which I'm guessing the season finale is going to be that we're going to have like the turtles actually fighting Shredder. But that's the current series. That the Rise of Ninja Turtles, they're actually going to have a direct to Netflix movie coming out sometime next year. So we'll see how that is. I'm kind of wondering if it's going to be more of like this whole like where the direction where they have this whole Demon Shredder going, or if it's going to be more of like the other episodes. Because I can tell you right now, if you guys watch the series, there's one episode I truly hate, and that's when Splinter gets sick, and that is like the one like people are like, yeah, I saw that episode. I'm like, God, that's the worst episode. Don't watch that one. Like I wish I could burn that from my memory. But other than that, like, I mean, if you watch like a couple episodes, don't force yourself to watch it. It's not like, because nowhere in there, even the big turning point with Shredder, it hasn't made it like, it's like definitely like the direction I want to go. It's still going into that goofy direction. It's just that at least I see it going somewhere. And of course, recently, back in May, they did the Batman vs. Ninja Turtles. So I'm guessing you guys enjoyed that one.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Let me show you one of the fight scenes.
Flip.
All right, you want a clip? You got a clip.
Yeah!
I loved that movie a lot.
Yeah,
I loved it so much that my wife bought it for me in Farsi because she recently went to Iran. So now I have like 2 versions of this movie. So other things that's coming in the future for Ninja Turtles, like I said, issue 100 is coming. That's a huge milestone. They're also having another team up. They're going to do another team up. They're going to actually team up with the Power Rangers. Hopefully Venus will not be in there at all. But they're going to be, and this is only going to comics. It's not going to be live action, so we don't have those awful suits coming in there. So, and like they're actually going to team up with the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. You know, the Power Rangers that people want to see. Or read, I should say, because it's comics. With that, does anyone have like any questions? Yes.
Are they going to do another Batman with the Turtles movie?
Okay, I have a good feeling they are, because this one like exceeded sales, like beyond like what they like. Last year at May, they released Batman Ninja.
Oh yeah, we saw that one.
Yeah, it was like moderate sales. It wasn't like a Fantastic or anything. This one was like way over. So that's that. So I'm guessing that they're gonna make another one, hopefully.
Okay.
Anyone who came to the DragCon last year, except for these two, and was wondering where the Ninja Turtle panel was, yeah. All right. there's a little baby right there. His birthday is on Wednesday, so you guys do the math there, and you'll figure out why there was no Ninja Turtle panel last year. Soon it's gonna be his first birthday, but